Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually going to make a vegan meal. It's going to be stir-fried vegetables. As you can see, I've chopped everything up. I want everything to be really quick. So I've got tofu, Chic'n Chunks. This is the first time I'm trying it, so they're both from M&S. Oyster mushrooms, beans, red cabbage, peppers, onions, a lot of garnishy type things, so spring onion, chili, coriander, and ginger and garlic, and a few things to make a satay kind of sauce. Hopefully this will be really quick and tasty. The first thing I'm going to do is put the rice to cook. So I've got 160 grams of jasmine rice that I've rinsed in cold water. I've added 320 grams of boiled water from the kettle. So usually use double the water to rice. And then I've let the water boil again, and I'm going to cover it and cook it for 10 minutes. Leave it in the pan closed for a further 5 minutes with the heat off before I open the lid. So the next thing I'm going to do is braise the cabbage as a side for my meal. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of chopped garlic, a teaspoon of chopped ginger, a teaspoon of fennel seeds. Let's get a dry spoon. A couple of tablespoons of dark or just normal soy sauce, rice, wine vinegar in there as well. Most of my cabbage in, so I've got one large red cabbage, kind of shredded or chopped up. I'm going to use maybe 3/4 of it in here. I'm going to leave some of it for the stir fry so that I can get a bit of a crunch in my stir fry as well. And I've got 2 kind of medium onions sliced. I'm going to just put a handful into here as well, and cover and cook for the rest of the cooking time. So the next thing I'm going to do is kind of fry the veg in a really hot pan or separately before I put them all together. Because I don't have a wok, it's really hard to get my stir fries to stay crunchy. I usually end up kind of boiling it, or if you put it all together there's just too much water and it ends up cooking in steaming rather than frying. So what I'm going to do is throw everything in a really hot pan separately, cook them first and then assemble it later. In go the beans. Just taking the peppers out, they're fried and cooked, but still a bit crunchy. I'm gonna put the mushrooms in as well to cook really quickly. The beans, I'm just kind of frying on the pan until they cook. So that's what the beans look like. I'm gonna take them off the heat now and decant them back into my bowl. My mushrooms are also frying well, nearly done. Mushrooms don't need long to cook anyway, so that's nearly done. Remaining cabbage in to fry as well with a bit of onion. Whilst that's happening or frying, I'm gonna start the base for all of the stir fry. So again, the remainder of the onion goes in. For this, I'm only going to use garlic, so 2 teaspoons of garlic. That fried for a bit. So while I'm frying the onion and garlic, let me just give it a quick stir. I'm gonna quickly make the satay sauce. I've got this thing called PB2, which is powdered peanut butter. It's really good. It's a really good low-calorie substitute for normal peanut butter. You can even put it on your toast. So you just take a bit of, make it into a paste, like dissolve it in a bit of water. So for this, it's just a calorie-efficient way of getting the peanut butter taste. So for this, I'm going to use 24 grams of this PB2. If you don't have PB2 powdered peanut butter, you can just use normal peanut butter. I'm just gonna, I'll put on the bottom how many calories it will be if you use normal peanut butter. But this is a very good alternative, low calorie alternative to just normal peanut butter. Put in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm going to use light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of normal soy sauce. 1 teaspoon of 0 calorie, low calorie syrup. You can use a sweetener or any other, or even sugar or syrup, but obviously it will be higher calories if you just use normal sweetener, or normal sugar or syrup. I'm also going to add a tablespoon of sriracha. Again, it's up to you if you want to use it or not. You can flex the amount that you want to put in depending on your spice tolerance, or omit it completely if you don't like spicy food. Mix it all in. You might need to add a tiny bit of water to this mixture. So this is the consistency of the satay sauce. It's quite dark, but I'm going to add the tofu and chicken chunks in there first and fry them off before I add my satay sauce. So I've cut my tofu into little kind of sticks, which I'll put in. Put the chicken chunks in as well. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. This is again just the normal soy sauce. Put my satay sauce in. Splash of water. And then put all my vegetables in now. So, mushroom, green beans, peppers, and my cabbage. And turn it up high. This, mix it all together. Finally, I'm going to make another portion of the satay sauce to go on top. I just realised that, or note, once I finish cooking, just see that it's not very saucy. And I quite like with the rice and stuff, I like it quite saucy. So I'm just going to make another portion, or another 4 portions. So again, same as before, 24 grams of peanut butter powder. Because I'm not going to cook it, I'm just going to use some garlic granules. So a teaspoon worth of garlic granules, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, half a tablespoon maybe of sriracha sauce. Add some water to this as well. Tiny bit.